Now for me, coffee, as you probably know, is my non-negotiable in my morning routine. So research found that those who drink 3 or more cups a day have a reduced risk of some of our deadliest diseases. And that includes chronic liver disease, Parkinson's, to name a few. Yeah, that is true. And coffee has also been shown to be beneficial for our gut bugs. So that's why I think it's actually a bit of a superfood. But you know me, I do like to add in a few well-being wins where I can, and my coffee is no exception. So today, I'm going to be sharing the secret ingredients that I use to really amp up my coffee for better midlife health. Okay, so let's get into it. So number 1, an MCT oil or powder. So MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides, and this is a type of smaller fat molecules that's digested faster. So I tend to fast until around 11 o'clock maybe. This helps keep me fuller for longer in the mornings too, so I get a bit more sustained energy. So I kind of have a brunch really. So you can use MCT oil, you can use powder, you can use coconut oil, you can even use a dab of butter. So here I've got butterfat keto. This is a powder. I really like it. I really like the flavour of it. It's good. It's got microbiome spores in there as well. So I just put that into my coffee. Now it does take a bit of whisking in. So I use one of these little whiskey things here. Technical term, whiskey thing. I'm just going to whiz that in there. Can you see? So that is the first thing that I do. Now my second secret coffee ad is creatine. So creatine, it's a really great supplement. It's cheap, easy. It helps to support our muscles and our brain health, particularly cognitive function and memory. So really good for midlife women. As I say, it's cheap, it's very safe, it's widely available, and it's completely flavourless. So you could actually add it to any drink, really, if coffee isn't your thing. So I use about half a teaspoon, something like this, and you can just stir it in to anything. And I have really noticed a difference in the way that I look and feel since I have been incorporating this into my coffee drinking. And it's particularly good for muscle tone. And just look it up online. There are literally hundreds of studies. Look it up on PubMed and you can see why creatine is just a great thing. I even buy it for my parents and encourage them in their much older years to be adding creatine to their coffee every single day. But if you're a newbie for creatine, it can give you a little bit of an upset tummy to start with. So just start small, start with 1/4 teaspoon, maybe even less than that. And then as you get used to it, you can adjust. And some people, particularly kind of bodybuilders or the guys in the gym, they might actually use a teaspoon or even more. But the clinical data says that really around 3 to 5 grams a day is your generally accepted best limit. So that's kind of a scant teaspoonful. But as I say, work up to it. And then the final thing that I add to my coffee, a little bit of magic in a pot here. This is shilajit. So this is my most recent addition, actually, to my morning lineup. So it's a sticky substance that comes out of the cracks in high mountain ranges in Asia. Look at that. It actually tastes quite smoky, and I have become healthily addicted to it in my coffee. It's actually really common in Ayurvedic medicine. It contains lots of trace minerals and fulvic acid. So it has a number of interesting potential health benefits too, helping to support the immune system and our energy. And it's also been linked with longevity. So I buy mine from a website called Health. I'll make sure that we put links below so that you can go and check these things out if you need to. Now again, just like creatine, start with a little tiny bit, almost a little bit more than a pinhead, and then work up. You could see I was using just kind of the end of my spoon here to get about that much, and then I just let that dissolve into hot coffee. So that's what I will do with my very first cup of the day. So I just do it once. For the rest of the day, if I have a cup of coffee or a decaf, I'll just use whole organic milk, don't add sugar. So I have 2 or 3 cups, never more than 3, and I don't drink coffee, or at least caffeinated coffee, past 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because it can really take quite a long time for coffee to leave your system, and it will disrupt your sleep. Even those guys who say, yeah, I can have a late night espresso, it has no effect on me. Really, if you track your sleep, you will see a difference whether you have coffee late or not. Anyway, what do you think? What do you add to your coffee? Are you inspired to try any of these 3 things, maybe all 3? Let me know. I would love to hear your comments. Do make sure that you press the like and the subscribe button for a little bit more. But for now, go very well. Maybe go grab a cup of coffee.